What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 74 of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. What's up, dude?
Had a lot going on this week. We had our draft league signups end the 25th.
Yeah, whatever Monday was.
Something like that. And then we did, I think both, by the time we're going to get this out, both groups have already drafted.
I know ours is tomorrow as of recording.
Yeah, it'd be Friday.
And I'm actually not sure about...
I think theirs is the same day. Theirs is also on Friday.
Just later in the day? Because
I think so.
I
Or
don't know.
it's either Friday morning or it is Sunday morning. One of the two. I don't remember.
I bet I can tell you. I lied. I don't have it open.
Well, why don't you have it open?
Well, because I am not a part of that group, so I have it muted.
Oh.
So I would have to go in and unmute it and then scroll down to find it and do the thing, and it's a whole process.
Well,
man.
guess what? I can.
It's too much work.
Looks like their
Too
draft
much work.
their draft will be Sunday morning Eastern time. So it looks like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. EST or EDT.
So about the time that the showdown goes up.
Yep.
Which we'll get to later.
Yep.
We got...
That's our first Series 10 showdown, which we could talk about that. I'm excited about that.
We had a Rumble this past week, and we have a showdown. We have a qualifier this week.
Had a qualifier last week, so we have a qualifier this coming Saturday. So yeah,
Yes.
that's right. August 6th,
Yes.
whatever Saturday is. 7th, August 7th.
We had one this past Saturday. This week, as of recording, is not one. Next week, as of
When the episode
publishing,
goes live,
we'll have one. So
August 7th is an LRQ.
yes.
That means
I think I'm gonna post on Reddit about it. See if we can actually stir up
some people,
some attention for it.
since it'll be an official best of 3 Series 10 event.
Yep.
Because all the Series 10 events I've been seeing are ladder events, which it's all well and good.
Yeah, but people like best of 3, man.
Like, Pokemon is a very random game.
Yep.
Best of ones aren't great practice for learning to play Pokemon.
I mean, drawing back to our roots, I felt this very, very similar to Magic. I did not enjoy it as a best of 1 game. And Pokemon, I think, incidentally does feel better as a best of 1. Like, just doing, laddering stuff. But I would much rather do, for tournament play, would definitely much rather do best of 3.
Yeah, there's laddering for rank, ELO and all that, and that's fine, best of 1, because
that's whatever.
the odds of you getting a best of 3 done against an opponent on ladder is probably very slim. Because if you just smash them game 1, they're not going to want to play game 2, most likely.
Yep.
So we got teams from those 2 events to look at, because I don't have enough teams to run data. Because I've got a bunch of holes that I needed to fill still.
Yeah, we're missing a few things that people hadn't reached out to us, and so we need to do that. But so we might have data to talk about a bunch of events next week.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
I like larger amounts of data because
Same.
we have smaller events anyway.
Yep.
So getting 3 to 4 events in all at one go and looking at that is kind of more important, in my opinion. But we do have the winners from each of those. We have the showdown we're going to talk about a little bit later. What else?
You want to start with Draft League stuff?
Yeah, we can start with Draft League stuff.
Since I know you got it pulled up here. So, you and I are in the Cotton division.
Yep. Everything's based around Wooloo. It's adorable, and I love it.
I also approve. So we are in the Cotton division.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I said, our draft is... We have 20 people? 22?
Something like that. We've had a lot. We had some people drop, which is understandable. So I'm not sure exactly what our standing is yet. What are they?
I actually don't either.
I know I am either second to last or last, depending on who's in and out.
Rough.
No, I want that because I've always been in the middle of the pack, and I've never had the power of getting pick back to back like that.
So you are currently at 23 out of 24, but I know these haven't been fully updated on the graphic, and I am at 14.
Yeah.
I am drafting mid pack, and I think this is actually the first time I've drafted mid pack.
I have always been mid pack. I am glad to be on an end because then I get
Can I trade you my draft league? Okay, that's
No.
fair.
I am glad to be like 23, 24. If I end up being last pick, I am happy with that too because I don't have to worry about anything until it comes back around to me.
Just be like, cool, I'll see you in 40 picks.
Just bam, bam, knock them out real quick, and then when it comes back, just see what people have drafted. It's like, okay, bam, bam.
Like,
Get
I already know what I want. I already know what's available. Let's rock and roll.
Like, I've been playing a little bit with the team builder on here, which the team builder on the sheet's really, really cool.
Evan is really good at what he does, man. Who knew?
It auto updates and whatnot. It tells you resistances, weaknesses, and things like that based on types. This one is just a sample build, and I was playing around with a 1S draft and a 1S, 1A draft. You end up being able to get a ton of Bs and only have to draft one C.
Which I think is
okay.
okay.
You can draft two Cs. You can draft two Cs because there's a 10th pick here. But this is it's a lot of fun because the Bs there's power hidden in the Bs in this format because there's no legends.
Correct.
And S's are worth so much, so a lot of your power is going to come out of that A and B group, which we haven't drafted yet, but a lot of the Pokemon I like to play with are in that B group to begin with.
Let's see if I can get this pulled up on my phone. Do we have that officially
pinned? Probably.
I'm not seeing it. Is it here?
Probably. It's going to say it's probably in Draft League General.
It is.
So,
as of now, what are you looking at?
Since we haven't drafted yet, and the draft will already been over by the time this goes live, my goal is to draft my favorites that I like to play with because I'm not taking this league super seriously.
Yeah, sure.
One of my favorites to play with is obviously like the bulky water types, the weird off grass types, the steel types, things like that. So I like the sample one I have. I have Swampert, Aegislash, Credilli, Dracozolt, Arcanine, Morgrem, Sock, Noivern, and Scizor. And then I have a 10th pick for another C Pokemon, which I hadn't decided yet what it was going to be.
I really wish I could add this and open this in actual spreadsheet, but whatever. Where is Quagsire? What did we end up doing with Quagsire?
Quagsire, I believe, is a B tier pick. Let me find
He is a C tier pick.
Well, there you go. Quagsire, C.
Neat. I wonder how far Quagsire can drop.
I don't know.
Because I'll tell you for free, man, Quagsire is great.
There's a lot of good power in C that's hidden in there. There's a lot of good power in B that's hidden in there. S and A are a bunch of obvious picks that are very powerful and very like constructive playable.
So since I am drafting mid tier, I think my initial thought is I'm gonna let everyone fight over S and A. And I'm just gonna go straight into Bs.
That's kind of my goal as well because I pick last anyway.
Yeah.
Like everyone's going to get 2 S's at most, and if the other 19 players all get 2 S's, that's gonna leave like not everyone's gonna be able to draft 2. So it's just like
so if 19 at 2,
19 at 2 is 38, and we only have 33.
So yeah, that ain't happening.
So it's just like
there's a non-zero chance that all the S tiers get actually taken.
I think there's going to be a 100% chance all the S tiers get taken by teams.
So the real question is how early do I want to get in on that, or can I afford to wait?
So my idea is since I'm on the end, my thinking process is I'm not getting the S tiers I want to begin with.
Correct.
So I'm going to grab the Pokemon I want to play with first. Things like the Swampert, the Aegislash, the Scizor, Dracozolt, other stuff that aren't quite as high value right off the bat. And if I can get a good S pick in like round 3 or 4, I'll be fine. If I don't, I drafted some of the best A's and B's that are on the board.
Where I'm at. It's just like, I think I'm at minimum going to look at B's to start and maybe lean into A's. Just be like, hey, I think this is really powerful. no one else is going to reach for it. I think that's fine. Like, honestly, Galarian Darmanitan in A kind of makes me just excited. I don't think people are actually going to take that early, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I think this mon is exceptionally good. I legitimately might just go, instead of like SA, I might do 2 A's.
Like
just
I said, I'm
all
just
that real early.
I get back-to-back picks essentially. So I can just pick whatever I want to at whatever time for the most part and still be fine. But usually I'm going to grab probably an A or a B or an A or a B like back-to-back. I'm probably going to avoid the S tier unless I get something at a real good time.
For sure. And I mean, even looking at the S tier, like, mid-picks, there's some pretty decent things. Like, I wouldn't mind taking something like PZ.
Yeah, like a Porygon Z or a Porygon 2 in the mid-draft, like middle of round 1 is not a terrible pick.
Like, my thought process here is PZ really feels like it does one thing, but in reality, I think people anticipate exactly one thing because of its roles in Series 6 and, as a result, Series 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thinking about the way that the Players' Cups actually worked out that way. I think people are going to anticipate super hyper offensive PZs, and aren't going to be ready for Eerie Impulse or, Trick Room or just like support oriented PZ.
Yeah.
Just ally switch. Like, I think we get like Thunder Wave too, right?
I think so.
I know historically Porygon has, so like it can do a lot of really cool things. So that might be. I know I'm pouring all my secrets out here for people to be able to, prep for me. But
people are going to be able to prep for you anyway.
I mean, yeah, we literally talk about our stuff
every week
on the weekly.
Yeah.
So,
like there's some sleeper S's in here that people may not pick up right away. Things like an Excadrill or maybe a Rotom Wash, something that kind of slips through the cracks and falls down to 20th pick. If something like that, like a decent Pokemon is sitting there waiting, I might grab it and snap it up. Like if nobody grabs T-Tar Excadrill, I might just snap it off and grab that if I can. If no one drafts Shuckle, I might just grab Shuckle.
I was actually thinking about it.
And then make someone grab Chansey.
Like, I'm not going to lie, Shuckle's really underrated in draft leagues.
Yeah, Shuckle does a lot.
As a man who has done it, it's really cool.
Like, fun fact, Chansey's not the only good thing paired next to Shuckle, just like Shuckle's not the only good thing paired next to Chansey. There's a reason Carbink is in B tier.
Carbink is a very bulky boy.
Yep. But yeah, Draft League is going to be fun.
I'm very excited, man. It's been
a hot minute.
Like 3 months since we've done Draft League stuff.
We started that LML multi-battle stuff, and it took a good chunk of time because they took forever. They took almost a month to draft, it felt like.
I mean, I know that's not accurate, but
yeah, I know that's not exactly what it was,
like.
but it's what it felt like. So yeah, excited to do the Draft League stuff. This spreadsheet is available to all of our draft players. It is a great and handy tool.
Once again, shout outs to Evan for putting this together for us. Dude, your work is fantastic.
Yep.
Literally could not function without you week in and week out. So, shout outs to Evan. Thank you so much, dude. And closing thoughts on this.
Okay.
Underrated Mon down in C tier.
Underrated Mon in C tier? Like, think that's something that it's not gonna get picked that should get picked?
Yes.
Is Navier playing? Is Aaron playing?
No, he is not.
Lickitung.
I actually was gonna say Lickitung too.
Lickitung, if I don't pick it up, I don't think anybody's gonna pick it up.
Where's Miltank? Miltank's also down in C. Hell yeah, I'm breaking out the shiny.
There's Octillery. It's down here.
Another one that, like, personal preference. Does Sandslash do anything cool? Does it get any cool ability?
I think it gets Sand Rush.
Does it?
It's either Sand Rush or Sand Force. It's one of those two. It's one of the sand. Pretty sure.
Sandslash gets Sand Rush and Sand Veil.
Neat.
It's not very good.
Not very good.
No.
Oh, here's one. The invisible Pokemon Shedinja, the one that doesn't exist.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. It's down here in C as well.
Like,
oh.
just the fear of Shedinja makes people prep.
I'm probably going to grab Walrein and make Walrein a threat.
Walrein's really good.
There's no Regieleki. And, like, if I can grab Walrein for free, I'm gonna sneak it in
but
there.
Carl, there's Charjabug.
Nah.
That's basically the same thing.
I want Walrein.
I really want to do, like, Charjabug and Stonejourner and, like, Cheerum and just be like, my stuff's gonna hit really hard.
I get to do stuff, yeah.
Even if you KO this one, there's another one ready to do its thing again.
Yeah. There's definitely some good power in C that could go early, and I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Like things like the Surfetch down here. I'm surprised we left it in C.
I think it's fine.
Surfetched hits like a freaking truck. Let me tell you.
Is Sordor playing?
I don't know.
If so, it gets drafted.
100%. Like it might get drafted anyway. I might pick it up over Sock. I grabbed Sock because sturdy stuff, but
man, even looking at B tier, I'm just like, man, there's a lot of cool things here.
Yeah, my goal is cool. My goal is fun. My goal isn't draft the most powerful team. My goal is to draft something I like to play with a lot every week.
I can't take both Darmanitans, can I?
Are they in different tiers?
Yes.
Then yeah.
But I can't play both of them in the same week, correct? Okay. That is how that works?
Yeah, because they're the same dex number. You can draft them both, you just can't play both of them.
Man, what kind of mind games am I going to play? She's like, you got to prep for one of them.
Which one is it?
And if you guess incorrectly, you're getting smacked.
Drifloom's another thing that's in B tier. I'm just like, gimme.
Yep. Like, so, do you anticipate super-powered flare blitzes or super-powered flare blitzes that are also stab?
Exactly. Am I having stab with fire or stab with ice, or what am I doing today?
The best part is my coverage is basically the same.
Exactly. Nothing changes. Oh. So what else are we talking about? We talked about...
I don't know, man.
We got teams to talk about here.
Yeah, let's, Rumble stuff?
Let's start with the LRQ. Go all the way back to the LRQ. So, congrats to Padillac, who won the LRQ. Number 6, finally, after being, like, second place a ton and having, like, a 30-point lead at one point.
I actually am interested. I haven't looked at the leaderboard for points.
It's on the website. But current point leader is Vern, which Vern won the Rumble on Wednesday, which we'll get to his team in a little bit. But Padillac had been the point leader, and he had 69 points or something silly like that at one point. And had
an opportunity.
Had a real big lead. There was no one going to catch him, I think, unless he just stopped playing. Which he hasn't even stopped playing. He's still participating, which, thanks, we appreciate it. Even though there's no need for you to participate, it's still good practice like the Rumbles. I don't expect him to participate in the LRQs anymore, unless he really, really wants to try and get those, get that money prize. But, and maybe, help some of those lower placed people in 5th and...
Sweet is in 3rd.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Yan's finally fallen.
He has. Does he still have his role?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how far down you went for the rolls.
I go to top 4. I do the top 4.
Okay.
Yep. So Vern, Swede, Karibo, and Yan are the top 4. Gil's in like 6th now.
8th.
8th?
Mm-hmm. I had the list pulled up.
I know, I'm double checking. Okay. Shadow Draft's on there twice. I think...
Oh. I actually didn't notice that.
I think the list is messed up.
Well, obviously.
Because it's incorrect. So I can just open up the roster here.
Yeah, because you have 5th place with 42 and then 6th place with 43.
Yeah.
Something ain't adding up here, Carl.
So I think what happened there was it got all jumbled up. So Dan Chunks is supposed to be 5th, Shadow Draft is 6th, Gil is 7th, Asada's 8th, Pokert's 9th, and Blizz is 10th.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So this has been our consistent set of players for the most part the entire time that we've been doing this. Outside of just I see Asada every once in a while, he comes in and he snipes a couple events and he gets a lot of points. Gil's only played in 3.
It's crazy, isn't it?
If that tells you how he's doing.
He's done pretty okay for himself.
He's done really well in the last 2, and the first 1 or 2 that he played in, he did really well. Some of these that are lurking out here, Wrecked Him and Dread Mambo, are both sitting outside the top 10 at 28 points apiece. Then Beppis and Jiggly are both sitting here at 25.
I'm just waiting for Zordor to come in and snipe a qualifier.
Right?
I want it to happen. I genuinely enjoy watching them play.
Speaking of qualified players, adding, like I mentioned, adding to our roster of invitees, we have Evan, Mocha, Hakeem, Alex, Zardichar, and Padalak. So right now, currently, we have, 6 qualifiers left?
Yep.
So you still got plenty of time to qualify for this invitational.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to push this on Reddit and see if we can get those numbers up for this week.
Prize pool is currently in the $200 range.
Something like that. I know it was $210, I think.
Something like that.
I can pull that up and we can actually look.
So yeah, looking forward to hopefully if we're at 200 at qualifier number 6, I'm expecting a $400 prize pool probably when it's all said and done for everyone. If we have good turnouts and whatnot, obviously.
Right now we're at 222.
There you go.
That's a pretty decent payout.
Yeah. For a double elimination, whatever series we're on tournament.
Yep.
That's going to be the fun part, because it's going to be brand new.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be so much fun. It's who can solve the format the quickest.
What's even better about this is just going to be alright, cool. Have fun.
Yeah. It's here's the format announced a week before we start.
Learn this format.
Go get them.
Or they're going to do what they did with Series 10 and be oh yeah, here's this event for a month.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they don't do that.
Please.
I know, especially when I traveled a lot playing SCG events and stuff like that for Magic, release weekend events were wild.
Oh, I bet.
Because, you were constantly updating the pages and, looking for underrated cards in the spoilers and stuff. And it's alright, I need to go buy this.
You need to be the one that wins the lottery, essentially.
Yeah.
Just find the best card that's no one found out yet.
The last event weekend I played was Ravnica Allegiance. We drove to Indy for my birthday.
Uh-huh.
And I've been looking for some card. I can't even remember what it was. It was called every shot between here and Indianapolis.
Goodness.
Because no one had them. And one of the shops in St. Louis had them, was closed that day, met me at their shop so I could buy them from them on the way through. It's oh my goodness, you are literally a lifesaver. And then I, went 0-3 on day 1 or whatever.
Went 0-3, fucking just lost.
Paid $25 for this card each, and then a week later they were $2.99 or something.
Womp womp.
You want to talk about great return on investment, Carl?
Yeah, there's one. Anywho, Padalak's team was a Groudon team with some cool tips and tricks here. We have the big duo here is Driftblim and Rillaboom. If you've seen us play anything on ladder in the last 2 weeks, you'll probably recognize Driftblim. Just making a comeback. And it's kind of doing this really cool, still gets to do an Unburden thing, but we have this, Will-O-Wisp Hypnosis set, which is really cool.
Okay.
Tailwind, Shadow Ball to round out the set. Standard stuff. Will-O-Wisp makes sense because you're just, the clear body mons are annoying when you run into them, so you can't Strike Sap them. And Strike Sap isn't as permanent, against, a Dynamax target.
Today I learned Driftblim gets Hypnosis.
Well, there you go.
I've literally never seen that.
Now you know. Rillaboom here, Fake Out, Grassy Glide, Woodhammer, U-Turn, standard Rillaboom stuff.
Assault Vest, shenanigans. Yeah, nothing too surprising here.
Same with Regieleki. This is a Focus Sash Alecki with Electro Web, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Protect. Standard.
Dude, I'm just gonna assume every Alecki ever is gonna be Focus Sash in this format.
Just assume.
I'm gonna double into this and hope it's enough.
Yep.
You click Protect. Cool, we died.
So, Groudon here is Precipice Blades, Heat Crash, since you get to use Heat Crash now.
Yep.
Substitute Protect. Feels fairly okay.
Substitute Life Orb Groudon is really weird.
Yeah, it's just like you're taking a lot of damage there.
A lot of incidental damage, and like especially since we are substitute, I anticipate like a berry.
We do have Grassy Glide, Grassy Terrain to like heal some of his backup.
Close to a berry. And ironically, it gets around Unnerve, which is actually something you have to worry about.
Yeah, like Unnerve is something you have to actually worry about now. Nihilego here with Meteor Beam, Sludge Bomb, Power Gem, Protect. Not trying to do any weird Trick Room shenanigans, just max speed, blow things up.
Did you see the game where I played against Nihilego?
Yep.
And I'm just like, alright, cool, they led Talonflame. That means they're going to try to go fast too. And then they triggered with Nihilego. I'm just like, literally forgot that was a thing.
Yep. And then last but not least here, Incineroar, everyone's favorite fire dark cat. Flare Blitz Snarl.
I feel like that narrows it down really a lot. I feel like that's a little too narrow, too niche of a market to say.
Nah.
Okay, just you're the boss here.
Yep. Parting Shot, Fake Out, Safety Goggles, Incineroar.
4 special attack.
Yep.
Sassy.
Yep.
Isn't that minus special attack?
Minus speed.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep, Sassy's minus speed. So
Neat.
plus special defense, minus speed.
That's correct.
This is the standard Incineroar. This is pretty much my set, except not Safety Goggles. I have Figgy Berry.
I think I have 20 EVs of speed on mine. But I don't have nearly this amount of special defense because I'm AV.
Yeah, you're AV, so you don't have to worry about that much. But the magic set,
one I've been playing with.
Yeah, the magic set is 236, whatever in defense, and 236 in special defense. After that, you can do whatever you want to do. You can do the 4 attack. You can do all the rest of the defense if you want to. 236 special defense is the number you need to hit to where you don't die to +2 Moonblast from Xerneas.
Interesting. Okay.
That is the number.
Okay. It's really good to know. What does that get us stat-wise?
I don't remember.
You know, I bet knows.
Showdown?
The internet.
Yeah, I think this is the team on Victory Road. I'm pretty sure it is, because I saw it when I was looking for teams to play in the Rumble. And I passed it up because I just wasn't interested in actually playing Groudon, because I found that sweet Zygarde team that I ended up playing.
154 to answer my question.
Well, there you go.
Sassy 154. Whereas my AV set is way bulkier.
Fun fact.
Yeah,
it is the exact same team.
Neat.
So cool. I have something to put up on the screen without having to do that later. We're just gonna throw it in here. Cool. So that was the LRQ team. Next up, we have the winner of the Rumble, Vern. Vern's won 2 of them now. Not quite back to back, but I think they were close.
Close enough.
I think it was just like they won 5, and then they won. They won 5, and then they won 7. I'm pretty sure.
You're on your own on this one, man. Wasn't this number 8?
I don't remember.
What?
We'll find out real quick. This was 8. So that means that they probably won number 6.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out. Yep.
Neat.
So they won 8 and they won 6. Who won 7?
Not me.
Yeah, you haven't played in a Rumble in quite a while. Gil won 7.
Vern lost in finals of that.
Yeah. So Vern has been on a tear here lately for our Rumbles, and it's great to see. I believe they've played the same team pretty much every time. Someone explain to me why the
Okay.
Volcarona's nickname is Carl.
It's quite simple. You are now Volcarona Stan.
I guess? I don't know.
I
I actually don't know. I love this team, though, because it is Yveltal and it does everything I want.
Is it your set by chance?
My Volcarona set?
Uh-huh.
No, this is a much bulkier set.
It's also doing quiver dance things.
Yeah.
Neat.
Anyway, this team is Yveltal's restricted with Trick Room, Gothitelle stuff, and then like our Fire, Water, Grass core of Rapid Strike, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and Carl the Volcarona. Starting with this Yveltal. Yveltal does Yveltal things. Sucker Punch, Foul Play, Oblivion Wing, Snarl. These are all common Yveltal things you see a lot. I know you played with an Assault Vest Moltres doing something very similar.
Yeah, it was... I stole Aaron's set. And it's like, man, this is real bulky. Like, man, this just takes hits all day. Yeah, it was really good. That was on the...
Laddering.
That was on Solgaleo.
Yep.
That reminds me, I gotta record tomorrow. Gotta figure out what I'm playing there.
I thought you said you had a team lined up.
Well, see, you and Aaron just like, here's like 7 teams, pick one.
Oh, I only sent you one. Thank you very much.
And then Aaron sent me like 6.
It's not my fault. Rounding out this Yveltal Fire, Water, Grass core, we have a kind of Trick Room set up here with Stakataka and Gothitelle. Shadow Tag Gothitelle, real cool. Locks everything in, so your Urshifu or your Yveltal or your Rillaboom can just beat things up. Stakataka here sets Trick Room, has Stone Edge to play around Zygarde, Gyro Ball, Body Press, cool stuff like that. Looks like we are beast boosting our... I don't think we're beast boosting our attack here. I think we're still beast boost defense.
Yes, that will be defense. You have to be... unless that's supposed to be 14 defense. No. Let's see. The Stack Attack stats are you have to be minus defense with 17 IVs to have the attack boost.
You know who knows?
The internet.
The internet. Yep, still a defense boost.
Neat. How are we 14 special attack?
That might be the one that they caught.
That's very true.
I know my 0 speed isn't min special attack either. So
my Quagsire is not 0.
And then like I said, the Water Fire Grass core here, Mystic Water, bulky Urshifu. This has kind of been the trend here. You go max special defense, a little bit of HP. Enough attack to where you still pick up KOs on certain things.
Yep.
But Mystic Water is usually enough to where your Surging Strikes picks up KOs anyway. Miracle Seed Rillaboom does Rillaboom things. Grassy Glide U-turn. Standard stuff here. And then the Volcarona is this weird little thing where it's... I know why it's nicknamed Carl now. This is the one he won that he got from me. I know why it's nicknamed Carl now. This is the one he won for 6, so...
Speaking of which, we have prizes for 8 sent out.
I have not yet.
You need a Remoraid?
Sure, send it to Vern. He won it.
I will gladly be Carter the Auxiliary.
So this is a bulkier set. Looks like we're going Bold Nature. This is probably just like a Zacian counter, if I want to guess.
Probably.
Just like, give me all the hits from Zacian. I can take a Rock Slide if I want to. Blow you up because I have Quiver Dance, Fiery Dance. Like, this set's really cool. That is the winner of the event. I want to look at my Zygarde. I want to talk about the Zygarde team I found. If it's on here.
The one you played for the Rumble.
Yeah.
You know, instead of building yours.
Yeah, instead of building mine because someone wasn't home yet.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will tell you, I hunted enough. I hunted about 10 more times for that shiny Tapu Bulu before the event started. Before I decided to play and just swap into
What you ended up playing.
This really weird Zygarde team. Okay, so I found this on Victory Road. So don't blame me. Someone else built it.
I will blame you for everything.
So this is a... there's no win condition. The win condition is Celesteela. That's the win condition.
I'm already on board. Go on.
So this does a lot of what we've been trying to do with Eternatus and my Zygarde team.
Yep.
Just stall the game out and be as long as possible. I brought 5 of the 7 games I played before I played Sweden round 4 at a time. I think I won like one of them.
Good job, proud of you.
There was a lot of Intimidate cycle into my Zygarde, and there was a point where I got to a game against Alex that he couldn't kill Zygarde. They would hit it and weaken it, but they kept pivoting because they wanted to keep getting the grassy terrain boost for their Bulu.
And as a result,
they kept setting up grassy terrains. I kept healing back everything they dealt. Eventually, Bulu got to full HP, and I eventually got to pick up I think I picked up the Incineroar. Lundala came back out, and then time ran out.
Like, alright, cool.
Was definitely a game I could win if there was no timer, because then I just pick up Lundala, and then it's a 1v1 versus Bulu that can't hit me. I just get to sit there and spam coil.
Doesn't do anything, yeah.
The rest of this team here is like Celesteela, Prankster Thundy, Shuka Berry, Incineroar.
Shuka Ensign's really interesting.
We're not even to the cool part yet.
I'm aware.
Assault Vest, Rillaboom, and then Safety Goggles, Levitate, Wheezing. Let me tell you.
It gets better.
Let me tell you about this Wheezing. So we are bulky Wheezing, max HP, 84 special defense, 84 defense, 84 speed investment. Can't tell you what those numbers actually get to. All that matters is this thing has Taunt, Haze, and Will-O-Wisp. Sledge Bombs, whatever, it picks up Tapu Bulu.
That's so you can hit people if you get taunted.
Exactly. The big players here are Will-O-Wisp and Taunt. Holy crap, if you could ever go back, it's on my Twitch streams, go back and watch the VOD against Swede. He got bodied by Wheezing.
I know Adam messaged on the chat. He's like, hey, why was I able to intimidate when you had Wheezing out?
Everyone just assumes.
And I saw that, and I'm just like, alright, hold on. And I messaged you, I'm like, what the hell are you playing with Wheezing? Like, I know it's not terrain. Or I know it's not neutralizing gas. So are you doing terrain things?
Nope. We are Levitate. I don't know why.
So you have good switch-ins for your Ensign.
I guess. I don't know.
Because you're already weakening ground moves with Rillaboom, and you have 2 mons already immune. So
might as well have a third.
We need a third. And mind you, Ensign is also Shuka, so like...
Exactly. Like, they really did not want to lose to a Landorus, I guess. But yeah, this team was a hell of a lot of fun. Just, if you want to go watch and waste, like, 4 hours of your life, you can go watch me play all that on the Twitch VOD. It was a hoot. I gotta go grab it and clip it for Adam and whoever else wanted to watch their matches back.
Well, that is a series of events that happened, yes.
Yeah. So, last team we have to talk about before we get to go ramble about Unite for the next 20 minutes.
Correct.
We have a show. We got back on track for Showdown because Series 10 starts today, right? Or Sunday?
Yes, Sunday.
Starts on Sunday. So, this will be great because it goes up, the Showdown goes up on Sunday on the first day of Series 10. So everyone gets to play with the Zygarde team on day one. And that's great. Hopefully we get a lot of hits here.
It should have been Eternatus.
I don't know about that one, Captain. If you saw how much that 1,000 Arrows did the first time, it half-healthed you, and that was with your boosts.
There was definitely a couple positions where I think I could have got a third Cosmic Power up. Which I think if that happens, like, I'm set up for a better situation because you're only at +2 attack, but, like, I also have Ensign in the back so I can bring in and intimidate you down. But, like, obviously I can blame RNG and say the crit won you that game. In reality, I definitely had a couple different positions where I did not play the best. I lost Bulu really early and as a result, like, lost a bunch of extra recovery. Because I no longer have grassy terrain.
Which I had it set in the back for you anyway. So
yeah, I lost my best answer to Swampert as well.
That was the real thing. That's the real hurt. Is like I got rid of the thing that answers Swampert because nothing else answers Swampert.
I got my poison luck and naturally hit it on the second sludge bomb.
On the same turn you wanted to yawn me.
Yep. It's like, alright, cool, that's great. Oh, wait. Huh. Okay. Great.
I think the poison actually hurt you more than helped you.
Yep. And we talked about this in the post game.
Yep.
It's like, man, that actually cost me because otherwise you stay in and I get to set up on you for free, or you switch out and I get at least a free turn of setup.
Yeah.
And then you set back up terrain for me.
The turn you just like, I fully expected you to like swap Bulu out for Incineroar, but it was like, this is the best play I can make. Like, if you swap, you called it cool. If you didn't, I'm gonna get you.
And I even talked about it, I'm just like, I could protect here. I'm like, there's obviously the steel type is facing down, but I wasn't expecting Iron Tail. And even past that, it's like, you're not 100% to hit there, right?
I had one coil up, so I was fairly well off to hit you.
75 times 1.3
puts me at like, it's
99%. Yeah,
like
99.999%.
Like I'm right there to hit you. So it's like there's a off chance because Pokemon rounds down. It was a 99% chance to hit. So there was the 1% that I missed, but I was real fair off to hit you there with the Iron Tail. Which, that's exactly what it's for. It's just like to pick up on these slower fairy types that people are playing just because they don't want to play Xerneas or Zacian.
Yep.
Going through the rest of this team here, the Zygarde is super offensive in comparison to other Zygardes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one I played with the substitute, it was all bulk, no attack investment, because you have coil and things like that. I would rather only have to click coil once or twice, and then sweep through your team with 1,000 arrows if I need to. And plus, with all the Intimidate spam, you're not getting all that attack boosts off anyway, so having more attack at the start is better in my opinion. Going through and looking at the rest of this here, we have Sassy Aegislash with Expert Belt. I've been playing with this set a ton. You talked about it on the Kyogre team. It fits better here as a Xerneas answer because I have a real big Xerneas weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And also just does really well against Cali Shadow on this team because a lot of my Pokemon are on the bulkier side to begin with. I can take the Cali Shadow hits and Brutal Swing will pick them up because I can just double into it.
And I think when I was playing the Kyogre team, I think I ran into Cali Shadow once. I know I ended up losing that game, but they played exceptionally well.
Yeah, they played around it real well.
It was like, all right, cool, and I can do this turn. Oh, it's really awkward. Can you stop that? And like just position themselves where Cali was going to be able to come in and pick up KOs as they needed to. It was honestly a really well played game.
Yep.
That Kyogre video I think was really good. I think both the laddering videos that I've recorded at this point for last week were honestly really good.
We've got real good teams.
The Solgaleo team, I literally built that morning. So like for it to be as good as it was on ladder, just like, all right, cool, this is great.
I'll take it, yeah. Running through the rest of this, I have the standard Incense spread with Figgy Berry, I have Darkest Lariat over Snarl, just so I can just blow stuff up. Like I can blow up Indeedee if I want to.
Sure.
Things like that. Also, just gets around all these other Pokemon just trying to set up defense boosts and whatnot. So you gonna sneeze on me?
No.
No?
I was yawning.
I was gonna pause so I can cut it out, but I don't have to now. Volcarona here, Rage Powder, Flamethrower, Struggle Bug, Protect. We are a very offensive-ish in this situation. Like, we take a couple of hits, that's fine. We have Protect.
Flamethrower better than Fiery Dance here?
Flamethrower is 90, Fiery Dance is 80.
Okay.
That's like
what is the secondary effect of Fiery Dance?
I don't remember.
You know who I bet does?
Internet. I personally just like Flamethrower because it's just 90 base power. It's the most powerful fire type move I have access to that isn't going to just miss. And that's my thing is like, I'm playing long drawn out games. I need all my attacks to hit. I can't afford an overheat miss.
50% chance to raise the user's special attack by 1.
Is that worth it? What's the accuracy? Is it 100% accurate?
It's 80-100, yeah.
Okay. Like, is that worth it?
Versus Flamethrower, which is
90,
100, 10% chance to burn on top of your Flame Body chance. So, it's a non-zero chance. Okay, question for you.
Okay.
If you have, let's say, an Urshifu on the other side.
Okay.
And they Surging Strikes into your Volcarona.
Okay.
And the first one burns them. Because I know it will have multiple chances to burn. Because each hit has a 30% chance. Does the burn immediately take effect and the other two hits do half damage?
I believe that is how that works. Because
I'm assuming so.
Because damage is updated immediately.
Very similar to Speed Zygarde now.
Because each of those hits is calculated separately.
Yep.
So once that first one hits, if something changes, like a berry or something goes, because a berry goes off in between them too.
Uh-huh.
So that means the burn would get registered in between them as well, because the damage is calculated each separate time.
Like I said, I assume that's the case, but I'm not actually able to test that.
If someone actually knows, let us know. Comments down below.
Like I said, I would be very surprised if that's not the case.
Yeah.
Especially in this format where that is a very real possibility for something that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't Surging Strikes the Volcarona.
Yeah.
Or, just KO it. I'm sure that also is just a thing that can happen.
Yep. Or just get lucky.
Better lucky than good, man.
Then I have Tapu Bulu, Horn Leech, Whirlwind, Protect, High Horsepower. So we both stole Zorder's initial Tapu Bulu set. It's probably changed a ton.
I'm pretty sure we have the exact same EVs.
Yep.
The literal only difference between our two sets is you have Whirlwind, I have Leech.
You're a Leech seed, I'm Whirlwind, because I don't have Whirlwind on Volcarona. Yep. Or Roar and Incineroar.
Where I have Raikou and Skarmory.
Yeah.
Which were god-awful brings this week. I'm like, there's no way I can bring Skarmory in front of Swampert and... not Swampert. Volcarona, Incin, and
Zygarde, yeah.
There's no way I can bring Raikou in front of Zygarde and Swampert. So I'm just like, well, my four are pretty set.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was just like, Raikou's the scary one because Raikou could just sit there and click Snarl and Snarl Swampert and Volcarona down into Oblivion, which are my good answers into Eternatus.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, if Raikou comes in, I gotta deal with Raikou, like, immediately. Which, you didn't bring it, thank goodness. But Swampert here is actually what started me building the rest of this team. It's like, I wanted to play the Zygarde, I knew I wanted to play the Zygarde, but I didn't have
Didn't you also want Quagsire instead of Swampert?
Yeah,
too?
Like, I wanted Quagsire.
But really didn't want to show off half of our team being the
exact same. Like, 3 of the 6, I didn't want them to be the exact same. Like, Incineroar being shared, that's whatever.
It's literally the best mon. I'd be surprised if that's not the case for the entirety of this series.
I had Rillaboom over Tapu Bulu, but I really wanted the fairy coverage. I wanted the fairy switch in because there's so many of the random Palkias and Reshurams and things like that, and I wanted something to switch in on Dragon-type attacks.
Yep.
That wasn't going to take damage for Zygarde, and Tapu Bulu fit the bill. It hits like a truck, but Swampert's what started, like, me playing. Like, I found Swampert, I found Moxie Boost's video for Swampert. Mm-hmm. That's what got me started looking at Swampert. I have this Assault Vest set. It is fantastic. The only thing I changed is I took points out of Special Attack and put him into speed, so I could outspeed a switch in on Serena. So I outspeeded at -1.
Neat.
Literally is the only thing I did. We're 228 defense, 60 special defense. We take hits from Xerneas, we take hits from Zacian. We get to just click Icy Wind, Earth Power, Scald, Flip Turn, whatever you want to do. This Swampert does it all. Zygarde has a ton of tools here, and the cool part about this team is you can literally pick Zygarde up, drop it in a box somewhere, and slap in whatever other restricted you want. This 5-mon core around Zygarde is literally just plug and play. It's great.
Honestly, that's pretty fitting for, like, the team I have as well. It's just like, you could probably get away with not playing Eternatus here, but based on the synergies around it, it just makes sense for this to be the bulkiest restricted you can possibly play.
Yeah.
Do the dragons get cosmic power?
Like which ones? Any of them?
Yeah. Cosmic power.
If there was going to be one, I think it would be Palkia or Dialga.
Let's see. Actually, no.
Like, if there was going to be one, I would expect it to be Dialga or Palkia because they're space-time.
Lunala, Duskmane, Dawnwings, Rayquaza, Solgaleo, Necrozma.
There you go. Rayquaza.
Base Necrozma.
Just play Necrozma, you'll be fine.
I think that was something that Aaron was trying to do early on, was like, Cosmic Power, Weakness Ball C, Stored Power Necrozma.
Bop 'em. Get 'em every time.
Someone has been watching too many salty showdown videos on YouTube.
Yep, too many salty showdowns.
Which, to be fair, that's where my love for Quagsire started, so I completely understand.
That whole set came about because of Aaron. They asked about it and was like, okay, I can figure this out real quick. Quagsire was real easy to figure out. It was not hard. Okay, so that is all we've got for teams to cover from events and whatnot. Get you ready for Series 10. Draft League's talked about. We can't really talk too much about it because the draft hasn't happened yet.
My team is... I'm assuming Evan's doing power rankings for us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming, yes.
He asked if we wanted to be in there like when he's doing them, too.
Gotcha. Well, clearly mine's the best, highest ranking team.
I expect mine to be very middle of the road this time because I'm not drafting a powerhouse team. I'm aiming for things I like to play with. Yeah, that's all I want to do. I just want to have fun with this one. This one's not a go and win and try to take them down. Do you have your logo done up yet, or are you just gonna pass over Blaziken, Baltimore Blazikens?
Yeah. I might contact. I know Poppy had a logo made up. I might contact whoever he had his done through and see if they can do something related. Like, he has the Celtics logo redone with Venusaur. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if I can get the Ravens logo redone with Blaziken.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like that's the idea, and just do that. And I'm sure that's super simple. On like face value, that seems like a pretty simple thing to do, but I am not an artist. I have no idea. I will pay someone else to do that.
Exactly.
So that might be something I get on the ball this week to do.
Yep. I'm still on the fence. I wanted to partake in Evan's whole mascot bounty thing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm waiting to make sure I get who I want first before I go through the trouble of making my own logo.
Look, I've already had this team name for 3 seasons now. I'm not changing now.
So what that tells me is I should snipe Blaziken.
Sure, whatever, man.
So you can't win.
I draft before you, so...
Yeah, but do you want to take Blaziken with your first overall pick?
No.
That's what I thought.
As much as I love the Fire Chicken, it's not very good, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not good in most formats.
It was great in my draft league team. I don't know what you're talking about.
I might have to then. I might need to go get... I actually have an ability patch. I think I have 2.
Just borrow my shiny. It's fine.
I already have a shiny. I just need a patch.
Yeah, mine's already done.
Yeah, but I already have one.
I have to get mine back from Ro.
I need to get a hold of Tim. He has my shiny Celebi.
We just have all of our Pokemon just rented out because we didn't play Draft League this past season.
So I know there's a ton of people who are like, hey, who has this mythical? I'm like, I do.
Exactly.
I have a collection of things that I've put together.
Like, I have a collection of specific things that I put together that I can't use in actual games, so you can borrow it.
I bought Japanese codes so I could get the shiny Celebi, yes.
So, what else want to talk about? Unite?
Sure!
I've been having fun with Unite.
I have not played a ton this week, just because, like, I anticipated with my work schedule and everything, it was going to be my, like, backup, like, relaxation game. Mm-hmm. But I take things way too seriously, so I can't play it relaxing.
I understand that.
Especially when I get paired with randos who have no damn idea what the hell is going on half the time.
Yeah, that happens. I've been playing... When I play with people, I usually just... I don't know what it is. I play so much better. And not saying I play bad when I'm with randos. It's like I played a ton of MOBAs. I have a ton of experience playing them. I know the ins and outs. I know spikes. I know when things happen and things like that. But for some reason, like, I don't quite do well enough to get MVP, like, when I'm with randos, unless the team is just terrible and I put them on my back and carry them to victory. But for some reason, when I get in-group on the server, something else clicks, and I take over games, and I get the MVP every time.
Also, talking about it, shoutouts to the Zapdos Graph Unite League.
Yeah, we had them drop a link in our server because a lot of our servers are really enjoying Unite and looking for more competitive leagues for it. I believe they're looking for 8 total teams.
Yeah, there's 8 different groups involved. And I think they're wanting to do like 8 to 10 man rosters. And so you can just swap in and out players and everything, doing a round robin, so 7 weeks of best of 3s, and then doing a top cut from there.
Okay.
So again, they're still working out specifics and everything else, and like getting all the groups invited to the server and everything. Because like I know we have the server like invite, but not a lot of our guys have actually joined yet. So make sure you go and do that. That is in our Discord.
Yeah, we have actually had people, like free agent people, coming to that server and then coming to our server. Is that what I've been seeing?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're like, hey, you all are talkative and interactive, and I like playing with you. Sure.
Yeah, it's like this is what happens when you have a good community. When you foster a good community, good things happen.
Yep. And then, so there's one other group, and I don't exactly know who they are. Let me pull them up.
I know they probably reached out to ATX. I know they probably reached out to Pokesports.
APDL.
APDL?
I believe that is the Asian Pacific. That's the best I got.
I have no clue. Never heard of them.
They currently have the most players in the group at 12. We're at 9. So I mean, I'm sure once we actually get our guys,
once our people like migrate over from into that, and if they're looking for more competitive Unite, they'll do that. And like I said, I'm not even part of that one yet. I haven't had a chance to join. But I'm hesitant to join because I don't know if my work schedule is going to allow it to where I can actually like meet up and play games consistently. So I don't want to take up a spot on the roster that would be better beneficial to someone else who could actually consistently play if they need to.
Well, as of now, I'm the team captain.
Well, yeah.
I got thrown into this role and I wasn't prepared for it.
Have fun, bud.
Carl, I don't think you understand. I'm bad at this game. I don't know why they put me in charge.
No one said you had to be good to be team captain. They just needed someone to be a figurehead. True. They just need a figurehead. That's all they need. You just gotta look pretty. Stand up there and look pretty. Tell them what to do. Tell them who they're playing, who's playing what, so on and so forth.
Alright. Go and do the thing really good and score the points. Did I do it right?
There you go. That's all you gotta do. Team captain's easy. Being a jungler for a league team, I kind of had team captain roles. It's kind of split between me and our mid laner at the time. It's just like, I get to do the shot calling, I get to get like our early strategy figured out, whereas once we rotated into late games, it got to be more of I kind of just give up my resources and initiate for people while the mid lane makes the shot calls and we all organize around that. Unite games go a little bit quicker than league games, so you don't really have a good like mid game to kind of transition into. So your one person who's going to do the shot calling is probably going to do the shot calling for the entirety of the game.
I have noticed that. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I know in League there's for like the primary gaming mode there's 3 lanes plus a jungler. Is it 1-1-2 plus the jungler? So
it is 1-1-2 most of the time, 99% of the time. That is how it works. It'll be 1 top laner, 1 in the mid lane, and then a damage and a support character in the bottom lane, and your jungler can be anything from a tank to a support to a... They've messed with the jungle so much that anything can jungle in League now.
One of my initial games, before I quit League, before I decided this is not a game for me, they threw me in jungle for the first time playing.
Oh, of course.
And I'm like, alright, I don't know who I'm playing. I'm playing Annie in the jungle, I guess. And at the time, that was not a thing you did.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, you're so bad. I'm like, this is literally my first game. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's the downside of coming into League specifically about halfway through its life cycle. Like, if you started League early on, you could get away with that. Jungle wasn't a thing then. Like, you could play there was 2 top, 1 mid, 2 bottom. There was no doing the jungle paths early grinding experience that way. It was 2 damages, 2 supports, and a mage mid lane. It's literally what the game was back then. And then people, like, once the esports scene started to develop, people saw jungle players and whatnot, and that started to become a thing. And that kind of carried on into what we know now as League as 1-1-1-1-2. Which then Riot made it to where everything can jungle because they want jungle diversity without fixing the actual jungle champions.
What's the problem with that, Carl?
They're just bandages. They're not actual balance fixes, they're bandages. Yeah. Power creep has run League into the dirt, unfortunately. Which is something...
That doesn't sound familiar to any other game we ever played.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping Unite can kind of avoid it. But all MOBAs are susceptible to power creep.
So I was doing some initial looking at stats, and I'm sure it has been updated since. Because at the time they did not have special attack or special defense stats for characters. Zero Aura was the highest attack stat.
Not surprised.
648.
Not surprised.
The second highest attack stat is Talonflame at 623.
Surprised by that one.
Machamp was like 480 something. I'm just like, that is way harder than that.
The reason Machamp hits so hard is because he gets increased crit chance.
Oh.
So his submission, after you use submission, increase crit chance.
So you just slap Scopelins and go to...
Just slap Scopelets on, just hit everything. You're essentially just bulkier Absol. Bulkier, slower Absol.
You know, they're giving away PZ in-game?
Yep.
Like, I know, switching away from Unite for a second, I'm scrolling through Cerebi and I saw that.
Yep, they're giving away a Porygon Z code. It was something about the Korean Nationals, something.
Korean tournament, yep.
They gave away, this is the same setup they gave away the Shiny Amoonguss last year.
But this PZ is not shiny.
Nope, it is not shiny because I don't think the PZ on the team was shiny.
I'm assuming not.
I got the Torkoal, the event Torkoal as well.
I don't think I did.
It's cool. It's just a Torkoal. It's not shiny or anything crazy.
So I'm curious as to if they have updated stats yet. They have. They officially have all stats in the game.
Well, that's cool.
So, does anyone beat that magical number of 6 something? Special attack. Cramorant gets a 739 special attack.
Not surprised by that one at all.
That's absurd.
Not surprised. There's a reason its ultimate just tears through people.
Eldegoss gets a 671 special attack.
Really?
Yep. So both of those technically hit harder than Zeraora.
Technically.
Greninja. No, not even close. I have no idea how Crustle actually plays.
Crustle is literally Shell Smash X Scissor.
Okay.
Literally, that's all you do. You run offensive attack, like you run offensive items, and you just click Shell Smash and X Scissor and triple hit people into oblivion.
And then they're dead.
Yep.
Absol is 620.
But Absol also crits like every third hit or some nonsense like that.
Gardevoir's special attack. Level 15. 1,000!
Yep.
What?
Yep, not surprised.
Does no one see a problem with this?
Nope, because Gardevoir takes forever. Have you noticed that it just takes forever for Gardevoirs to level up?
No, because every time I played against it, they're level 9 when I'm level 6.
That's because their team just funnels farm into them. If you just interact with that Ralts early, they never get the farm funnel, and they can't catch up.
I think they're also jungling.
Yep.
Which, honestly, sounds absurd. I am on board.
Ninetales jungle is nuts. It is insane being able to jungle with Ninetales.
Gengar is 669.
Boo, hiss, boo, you missed a freaking perfect spot. Could have made it 666.
I have a feeling they did that on purpose.
They did it on purpose.
Machamp's special attack is 114. Ninetales gets the 956.
Yep. So the attackers have a high special attack, most likely. Like, most of the time, unless they're physical.
Pikachu is 954. Charizard's attack, which is its primary stat, 460.
Yeah, the all-arounders definitely leave a little bit desired, but I just smash people with Charizard. I don't get it. Charizard isn't terrible. You just gotta play it right.
Venusaur is also 964.
Well, they're both Kanto stars.
Yep.
Can I mention this real quick? Because I'm real happy that they came out with Gardevoir so fast.
Same.
Has me excited that we're just going to get like another one in like 2 weeks.
Well, my big thing is Gardevoir was in the mobile beta.
Yeah.
From my understanding.
Pokemon we know that are coming, Blissey, Blastoise, all them, because they were in the betas, they just weren't part of the release roster.
Interesting. I had heard Blastoise. I've heard Clefable.
Yeah.
Blissey I didn't know.
Blissey, I know there's somewhere out there, it's on there somewhere, it's like Blissey's coming to the game. As a support defender, I think.
Does no one see a potential problem with that?
I mean, if it's not doing any damage, you can just ignore it.
No, you just do leftovers focus band and just... Okay, I'm unkillable.
Yeah, but if you're not dealing damage, no one cares. They can just run away from you.
Yeah, instead you do... I'm assuming it's like soft-boiled heal your teammate.
No, softball probably heals you.
Yeah, probably, but... I mean, you can soft-boil your teammate in-game.
Yeah, but they probably wouldn't give you that, because softball is probably going to heal based off of your percent HP.
I'm okay with that. Its HP stat is going to be lit. I'm actually curious. What is Snorlax's HP stat?
Good question.
9,900. No problem with that.
Blissey's going to be much worse. I know Blastoise. Yeah, Blastoise is one I'm excited for because I think Blastoise is going to be a cool like all-rounder. I don't remember what Blastoise was in the beta, but Blastoise feels like an all-round pick instead of
I would imagine so.
Like a special all-rounder and not a physical all-rounder like we have most of them be. I don't think there's a special all-rounder yet.
Blastoise is actually endurance. Whatever the green one is.
Defender.
Yeah.
Deal. I get to play with Blastoise as a main? Freaking heck yeah.
Fans suspect that Blastoise will be arriving on August 4th.
That's Wednesday.
Blastoise, Gardevoir, and other Pokemon can't wait to join you on Eos Island. They won't be battle ready at launch, so stay tuned for more details as they arrive following the release of Unite on Switch. That is a tweet put out on June 17th.
Cool. So that's why we got Gardevoir so fast. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we'll get another one immediately, like next week, but this Wednesday. We'll find it. Well, obviously they'll have it posted on the Tuesday before, but because I think that's what they did with Gardevoir is like they posted like the Tuesday before. But it'd be nice if we get someone new on Wednesday, something to earn money towards. What?
Mind you, this is just a headline I came across. Pokemon Unite data mine reveals new skins may add Sylveon and Blissey.
Neat. I would love to see Sylveon.
Bower Dad and I were talking about it on Twitter. It's like mons we would like to see. And doing something with like Eevee and like at level 6 based on your stats, evolve it into a whatever type.
That'd be cool.
So then it's like influenced by your item choice as to what it evolves into.
It'd be super finicky, though.
It would be very complicated. And I think that is a very good reason for it not to.
Because there's 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you only have 6 stats to...
So yeah, just do like, if your special attack and speed, then you evolve, like, depending on which of those two is higher, you evolve into Espeon and or Jolteon. Like, it would be very complicated, but you could probably do something in, like, the item screen as you're setting it up to be like, okay, at level 6 you'll evolve into X, and it's guaranteed every time.
I like just having, like, just Sylveon.
I agree. That is a way simpler fix.
Like, just Sylveon, or just Umbreon, or just whatever. It's like...
I would like Umbreon just to be another defender or support.
Umbreon as a support would seem really, really cool.
Sylveon is probably going to be an attacker if I was to guess. I wonder if this article actually says.
I don't know.
I wonder.
Anywho.
There is a skin for...
I want my Citrus Berry Snorlax, god dang it.
What if I told you there's a Snorlax that has... I mean, not a Snorlax, a Slowbro that has sunglasses?
Yeah, isn't that the beach one?
I don't know if it's a beach, but he's wearing a vest.
Oh, it's like a rocket thing almost.
Kinda, not really.
Like, kinda close.
There's the Riley... Is it Riley?
Yeah, whatever the special movie Lucario outfit is. Like, they were going to do that no matter what.
Ninetales in a kimono.
That's what I'm excited for.
I love this Blastoise skin with him in a hat.
Yeah!
And a nice turtleneck.
That's all I want Charizard. I just want Charizard to have a top hat.
How about instead a beanie?
What?
A beanie and a scarf.
Boo! Boring. Boo!
I'm not disagreeing.
Hipster Charizard. Boo!
Unidentified roles. So these are Pokemon coded into the game in some capacity, but not sure exactly how or where or what. Nidoking.
Ooh.
Venonat.
Neat.
I'm assuming that's going to be something similar to like Sunkern and do like a quick play map with it or something. That would make sense.
So they currently have Venomoth in the Murr Stadium. Amoro, whatever it is.
Tauros. Toxicroak.
Toxicroak's probably a character.
I could see that one. Carnivine, probably very similar, probably just a Mon.
Yeah.
Just a mob, Joltik and Galvantula.
That one would be a cool, like, offensive support.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being like the heal supports like Eldegoss and then like the CC supports like Wigglytuff and Mr. Mime, could definitely be just like this offensive Electro Web, Spider Web, Sticky Web thing.
Sticky Web, yeah.
Slow things down, but also deal damage with like Electro Ball.
Aegislash.
Deal. That one's 100% going to be just like Crustle, probably. Just be a defender and you just blade stance swap back and forth.
Or the opposite, where you're an attacker that can switch forms into defender mode.
That'd be sick.
Toxapex.
That one would be fun, too.
That one is just a wall. Literally unkillable.
I'm so excited for all these potential mons to be, like, added to the game.
Stuffle.
That one will be fun, because you get Beware.
Again, could just be...
Just could be a mob. But,
Pyukumuku, probably also a
that
mob.
one's a mob.
Articuno, Jirachi, Victini, Xerneas.
I don't know what those could be.
I mean, we already have Gigas and we already have Zapdos.
Yeah, we have Gigas. Like, Gigas makes sense. Articuno, like, makes sense as, like a winter Zapdos thing.
I mean, but we already have Avalugg in that slot.
Well, no. Like, different maps.
Yeah, I'm saying for, like... It could be that originally it was Articuno in that slot.
Yeah.
And instead they switched it to Avalugg for some reason.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Alright,
that's the list.
That's cool. Don't get to talk about Unite enough, honestly. People want us to...
It's also a week out.
Well,
out for a week now.
We are a VGC podcast first.
For sure.
And people are wanting us to do Unite coverage, and as much as I want to, I could just dedicate an episode. We could just dedicate an episode to Unite and be fine. Where's my Citrus Berry Snorlax? I see it on the screen.
That was the article I was just reading.
Oh.
The next article is titled, Why Does Pokemon Unite Have No Gen 2 Pokemon? It's really quite simple. Want me to go on this rant now,
No,
Carl?
we ain't got time. But I was actually wondering, what generations are not represented on Unite? I was trying to go through and count that. Gen 2 was one of them.
Is there any Gen 3 mons?
I don't think so. Gen 4, yes. Gen 5, yes.
Pokemon Unite rosters.
Gen 6, yes.
Gen 4 has Lucario.
And Garchomp.
Yep.
Gen 5...
Crustle.
Gen 6...
Talonflame.
Greninja. Gen 7...
Oh, Gen 3 has Absol.
Yep. Gen 7...
Has Alolan Ninetales.
Has Alolan...
And Zeraora, technically. Oh, we also have Gardevoir as Gen 3. So yeah, there's literally no Gen 2.
No Gen 2 yet.
There's a reason, Carl.
No, there's not. It's just they haven't come out with them yet.
Yeah, it's because they're all bad.
That's not true.
Politely disagree, but,
we ain't got time for this today.
I want Scizor. Scizor is my vote for Gen 2 Mon. Just bullet punch people.
I think seeing, a Meganium would be cool.
Just be a giant wall.
Or for Alligator. Any of the starters would be cool from Gen 2.
I can't wait for there to be literally the entire roster. And it's you had to know 900 Pokemon. Good luck.
Yeah, that'd be great. I
don't think we'll ever get to that point.
No, I don't think we'll see things like...
I don't want to get to that.
I don't think we'll see things like Simisage or the random Skuntank and things like that. Just Pokemon that people aren't obsessed with. You'll see probably the top 150 Pokemon fan favorite Pokemon.
I want Mimikyu. Give me Mimikyu.
Could easily be put in the game.
Yep. I don't know what it's gonna do, but
it'd be an attacker. I would almost assume just be an attacker.
Give me Mimikyu. Give me Volcarona. I had a list. Let me find my Twitter post.
Oh god, we ain't got time for this, bud.
It is 10 mods. It will be rapid fire.
You just gotta find it. That's the problem.
It is probably my last tweet. If my Twitter would load. There we go. Do.
Phenomena.
Blaziken, Surfetch'd, Scizor, Luxray, Gyarados, Shuckle, Golem, Nidoking/Nidoqueen, Beedrill, and Didi.
The Gyarados one's weird.
It's really weird. I am aware.
I'm trying to think of how that one works. I think you just put Gyarados in the game. You don't even worry about Magikarp.
Yeah, you just flies.
You just put Gyarados in the game.
Look, if they don't add Riolu and Munchlax, why do we need Magikarp?
Because Magikarp is just
Or make it very similar to Gardevoir, but have it evolve at 4, but it takes forever to get to level 4.
Could. Or, like I said, just go straight to Gyarados and just ignore that. Magikarp's just got nothing to do for 4 levels.
Yeah. It would be really cool if they could figure it out. Of this 10, I think it is probably the least likely.
Yeah. The Nidoking has me excited as well.
Nidoking, Nidoqueen, yeah. Both of them are
I'd be
quite
excited
delicious.
For those.
I really like the idea of Golem and or Shuckle. It's
Alolan Golem.
Deal.
Alolan Golem.
Let me explosion on people. I actually want that to be his ult.
Just sacrifice to pick up the KO.
Just does 75% damage to anything inside its range.
Kamikaze!
Alright, we're diving. Roll out explosion. Goodbye.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna get this kill. But yeah, I'm excited for the future of this game.
I am too. I am very excited just to see exactly who gets added, what developments happen inside the game, if and or when they nerf Zapdos to some degree.
I just don't think Zapdos is that busted.
I honestly don't either. The more I play with the game, the less I think Zapdos matters if you're already in a winning position.
Zapdos doesn't matter as much in the standard maps. There's the 4v4 map that Zapdos is on, and he spawns like 4 times a game or whatever. Mm. That one, it matters a lot because that's just how you score.
That's just like your scoring opportunity.
That's your scoring opportunity because the game goes by so fast. But in standard games, Zapdos, if you're ahead, Zapdos isn't your win con.
If you are ahead, your win con is to prevent your opponent from capitalizing on taking Zapdos.
Yeah.
There was a game, I think, I played last night or this morning or sometime, where our opponents took Zapdos, and I ulted on them and picked up 3 KOs immediately afterwards. It's like, cool, you actually did nothing with this.
Yeah. The points are just sitting on the floor.
Before you even get a chance to respawn, we've already scored 200 points.
Yeah. Yes, you can turn the tide if you're down, or if you steal it, you can. Like stealing it is a big thing. It's just like I saw someone complaining about it. Just like stealing is like Zapdos should be percent HP damage dealt instead of just getting the last hit. I'm like, no.
That's not how any of the other creeps are in the game.
That's just bad gameplay in general, because then you're gonna feel bad because they started it and then walked away from it, put it to 40%. You came in to clean it up.
And suddenly it doesn't matter because it was already KO'd. Basically.
You gave it to them. You finished it off thinking you guys would end up doing more damage, and you didn't.
The big thing that people don't realize is how important it is to not let your opponent capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And that honestly is the God's honest truth. If you're ahead, play for the end game. Do not die in the last, minute or whatever, and just like
save your unite moves, save all your cooldowns. Don't like go all in on trying to kill Zapdos. You don't need it. You're already ahead. The points are going to be doubled no matter whether you have Zapdos or not.
Yeah. If they want to push towards Zapdos, push down the lane. Go score 100 on them.
Yeah, like
punish them for taking Zapdos.
If you can definitely defend against that Zapdos, just distract them just long enough for you to score another 75 points or whatever.
Yeah.
And then turn around and come back.
Yep.
It's not that far from their base to Zapdos. You can just literally just walk back towards it.
Especially if you have one on the lanes. If you have a tower to be able to score on the lanes, you're fine.
Yeah.
Because then it's not literally the entire map to go down halfway back to get back to Zapdos.
One of my favorite strategies to do is get one of those second towers, second scores, 2 points. Like get it down to like 2-3 points left. Build up a ton of points, wait for 2 minutes, score 100 plus on that 2 minute on that, and it's doubled. And I get that plus whatever extra points because the points roll over. They don't just disappear. They just add to your score total. They're just not what's needed to blow up the ring.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just one of the things I learned from League. It's just like knowing when to take objectives, knowing when to push for objectives, knowing when to defend against objectives. It's just things I've learned from MOBAs that I feel like not everybody knows because they haven't played MOBAs.
Exactly. That's a big part of it is the people crying wolf about Zapdos need to, I just think, invest more time into the game.
Yeah.
And realize that, yes, it can cause your opponents to have a comeback if you play it incorrectly.
If you just let them have it, yeah, you're going to lose.
It can win you games that you were behind in if you capitalize on it.
Yeah.
It is not the end-all, be-all that people make it out to be where the other 8 minutes don't matter. That is not even slightly accurate.
Like, everyone's looking at it like a Baron, like Baron is for League.
Mm-hmm.
Baron is the end-all, be-all objective. That's the thing that you take to push, make sure you win the game. Because it buffs your minions and does all this other fancy stuff that you get to do.
Is that the giant dragon?
It's the giant purple lizard snake thing.
Okay.
That sits up in the top side of the map. And then they have the Elder Dragon on the bottom side of the map, and it's its own mechanic and set of stuff. But Zapdos does not equal Baron. If you come from League and that's what you're thinking of it, it's not. Zapdos is your opponent's win con to end the game if they're behind. It's not where you need to take this to win the game. It is your opponents need to take this to win the game, so you need to stop it. Or just blow them up after they take it.
Or just snipe it.
Yeah, not having like not being able to
best
snipe things is awkward. Because like you just have to like hope your damage hits at that point, which is it's kind of awkward not having just like a smite spell.
Yep.
I missed that.
We were talking about this earlier. The difference between like eject button versus flash, and you're like, making someone burn their flash is so impactful in League because it's 5 minutes before they can do that again compared to
the 50
seconds. Seconds or whatever it is.
Just
like,
don't.
That is nothing.
Yeah, and 50 seconds in a 10-minute game is nothing compared to a 5-minute cooldown in a game that can only last 20 minutes. That means you've only got to use your flash 4 times, whereas
at most,
like that is optimal 4 minutes, and then it's just like for Pokemon for the Unite, it's 50 seconds and 10 minutes. You get to use that flash at least
times.
At least 10 times.
Yeah,
like once a minute at least.
Hey, you dropped that.
Did you?
Nope, you did.
I don't even know what it was.
It was my phone.
Okay, I think I'm done ranting about Unite.
I think I am too. I think I got a whole lot of nothing else to say to this week.
Yeah, I think we're done.
So, alright everyone, as always, make sure you like the video, comment down below your, what, you had a comment earlier. Something.
It was about the Surging Strikes with Volcarona and Flame Body.
Engagement. Leave nice things down in the comment. Tell us why our Unite rankings are bad.
Who's your favorite Unite character? Go.
Let's see. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ring the bell, notification bell, get upload video notifications. If you're not listening on YouTube, go do all that stuff I just ranted on about for the last 10 seconds. Follow us on Twitter, at LR Lessons, myself at Mr. Missouri25, Carlos at Musical VGC. You can find us on Twitch as well, at Mr. Missouri25 and at Musical. Let's see, we have our community Discord where you can come and, join us playing Unite or play us in VGC or come watch Draft League matches or, it's 100 different things.
Yeah, there's always something going on, so.
That's how you have access to all of our events, all that good stuff. And come and check out the website.
Yep.
LRLessons.com. It's great.
Not a whole lot on there right now because it's just, we're busy and whatnot. Unite's kind of taking up all of our free time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what we should do, is Unite articles.
Someone do it. Someone write me a Unite article.
Nah, you just do it.
Nah, I'm bad.
You can write a whole Unite article in like 500 words talking about how great Gengar is or how great Cinderace is. That's what they were suggesting to me as like Unite content. It's like you could talk about how great something is for an hour or so. I'm just like, guys, I could put every Unite character at the moment into one podcast episode.
Easily.
I could fly through these things like
easily.
Crazy.
So there's currently 16 characters?
If you count Gardevoir, I think so.
Yeah, I think 16 is correct.
You can just fly
through.
So
our average podcast length is 90 minutes?
Something like that.
That is 4 minutes per character.
Easy peasy.
Dude, there are some that I couldn't even rant on about for 4 minutes.
Like
I could not talk about Wigglytuff for 4 minutes, I don't think.
I couldn't talk about Crustle for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Could not do it. I could talk about Mr. Mime for like 7 or 8 minutes.
It's the same with like Talonflame and Zeraora. I could go on for literally forever about them.
Yep. But some of the other ones are just very, very one-sided.
Did you know Snorlax is really hard to kill?
Yeah.
Cool, next.
Lightning round, go! Let's get out of here.
Alright, man. Alright, everyone. Have a fantastic week. We'll be back later in the week with some more stuff, and next week with another podcast episode. So, have a good one. Peace.